In a quaint antique shop, a young woman named Leila stumbled upon a peculiar hourglass. Its glass was cloudy, and instead of the usual sand, it was filled with motes of light. As she brought it to the counter, the old bell above the door tinkled merrily, and the owner, a kind old man, smiled knowingly. "That one's special," he said, his eyes twinkling. "Be careful what you wish for." Intrigued, Leila purchased the hourglass and hurried home. That night, as she gazed at the hypnotic dance of light, she made a wish to experience life to its fullest. Suddenly, the room began to spin, and when it stopped, she found herself in a bustling hospital as a doctor. With a start, she realized she was living out the life of someone else. She raced against time to save a patient's life, feeling the weight of responsibility and the depth of human emotion. Just as she successfully removed the bullet from the patient's brain, the hourglass on her desk flipped, and she was back in her own body, collapsing on the floor, weak and confused. Determined to understand, she flipped the hourglass again, and this time she woke up as a little girl in a modest home. Her day was filled with the simple joys of childhood, the warmth of a loving family, and the wonder of a life untouched by troubles. But as the sun set, she felt a pang of sadness as she realized that this happiness was not hers. With a heavy heart, she watched the last grain of light slip through the hourglass, and when it did, she found herself back in her own bed. Though confused and frightened, Leila was beginning to understand. With each flip of the hourglass, she gained a deeper understanding of the human experience, the struggles, the joys, the loves, and the losses. She became an elderly woman, living out her final days in a quiet house, watching the seasons change through her window. She relived the memories of her past, the laughter of children, the warmth of a loving husband, and the pride of a life well lived. And yet, despite the beauty of these moments, she couldn't help but feel a deep sense of longing for her own life. As the last grain of light slipped through the hourglass, she found herself back in her bed, no longer afraid, but filled with a deep sense of purpose. She understood now that the hourglass had chosen her, not to make her live other people's lives, but to teach her the value of her own. With a newfound appreciation for the gift of life, she smiled, broke the hourglass, and stepped out of her bed ready to face a new day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future stories. Until next time.